good day, because I'm not for sure when you're watching this if it's a good morning or a good afternoon, but as long as it's good, that's all that matters. I'm Ann from the Shepherd's Needle in Little Rock, Arkansas, and just want to say hi and welcome you. If this is your first time, thank you. If you've returned to watch this girl again, thank you even more. I appreciate all of you for giving me your time. It's a rainy day here in Arkansas again, in Little Rock, but it's only gloomy if you look at it that way. So I'm going to jump in and share some finishes with you. These are, I had a couple of videos back, 2, 3, 4, I'm not for sure. We had showed you some of the Erica Michaels strawberries just stitched but not finished yet, and y'all really liked that because you could see what it looked like before they were finished, and those are a great thing. They're a perfect size to really finish in other things, but we did go ahead and have ours finished in strawberries. Thank you, Vanna, the Twisted Stitcher. She did take our Sunshine Berry that we had stitched and done a tutorial. So y'all can go watch her tutorial on this to see how to finish strawberries. And thank you, Vanna, for giving us your time and your talent and sharing for free. It is appreciated in the needlework industry and in the needlework community. And thank you for helping us get some of our shop models done in such a beautiful way. This one is the Sunshine Berry from Erica Michaels. So, which is just the Sunshine Berry. So then I want to just show you, she sent me back, we sent 6 and she sent 6 back. The needlework berry, or my needle berry. This one I didn't get unpackaged, but it came back just beautiful, of course, I just love, it's got little tomatoes and little scissors and the little bird. Just everything is just so cute, and let me get over here, I'm so sorry. We'll get over here, we'll get some beautiful little pins, decorative pins to enhance the beautiful stitching and the beautiful work. These were, our next one is the Peacock Berry. And I love all of these, but just the color in these. And I will share with you on the majority of these, they're all 32 or 36 count fabric, and we use 2 threads. I have the model stitchers most of the time stitch with 2 threads unless it's 40, and then we go to 1. Because it just gives it a much bolder, richer look to me. And so in this one we did stitch on, or I had it stitched on Ancient Picture This Plus, which just came in beautiful. And then our next one is Lucky Berry. And with March just our next month ahead, this is just so cute. I would have never have dreamed that it would have been so cute. This one's on Wren, I believe. So little clovers. Thank you, Vanna, again. Just such thought into these. And then Scary Berry. Of course, a lot of you know I love Halloween. Nothing scary about it to me. I just like the little faces and the little costumes the little kids enjoy. Who doesn't enjoy candy? So just precious, precious. I believe this one we used Haunted. So I will change fabrics. I will change threads. It's just something that I like to do, as far as I'm wanting to make sure that the stitching is enhanced. And sometimes when your dye lots of fabrics or your dye lots of threads needs to be adjusted to really make it stand out. My last one I couldn't find one of my charts right quick. So this is Edenberry. So if you're an Adam and Eve sampler person, smalls, this one's just gorgeous. Really, really cute. Love the finishing. Love the little bow and just everything that Vanna done to it. So this is 6 of her berries. We've got quite a few of them out front that have been finished. And so stop in, give us a shout. Just enjoy your needlework. That's what we want you to do. And then a couple of more finishes. And this is Miss Susie. She's another one of my finishers local. She doesn't do it for the public. She helps me out, thank goodness. And this was the Scarlet House, and this is on coverlet court, and it just worked out so beautiful. Susie actually stitched and finished this. This is hers, and she shares her models with me, and I sure appreciate it. And this is just beautiful. If you're a fall person, these two, that one and this next one, Autumn Hill, are just perfect, beautiful fall colors. And she did change and put a black ribbon on this for the little hanger. This is a ditty bag. Most of you know what little ditty bags are. They're just really precious and really sweet. And so but the colors are just gorgeous. So if you're the fall person, if you like those fall colors, that's exactly what you're going to want. I'm going to move on and share some goodies that I have gotten through the years, and one of them was most recently. But if any of you, Carolina Stitcher is Faye Rigsby, and she makes these little project rolls. And I bought this one at a function that she was at, and it's just perfect sizing to put a finished stitch piece in. This size really works good for your smalls, your ornaments, and so they're just made so really well. And so this one I have stack rack in. I did get this one finished. I've been punching some. So this is stack rack, and it just goes in here. Just these little things will hold several. You can just lay them on top of each other. And we're going to put Faye's information in our show notes. She will make these in any size. You can provide the fabric, or she will provide the fabric. This was actually her fabric that she provided. And I've had that one for several years. And then even previous to getting my small one, this one I purchased. Or actually I sent her fabric because this is Blackbird fabric, and I wanted, so I had a couple, so I had this one made. Oops, and I lost my pieces. Okay, and so just to show you this one, I like simple things. So this one, let me show you the chart. And so this is Simplicity. This is one of the songbirds by Cottage Garden, Simplicity. And we stitched this on the call for fabric, Dove. And so these project rolls will hold 2 or more. This one has 2 and it'll hold more. And then this is fall. This was a Kathy release, one of the chalk series in one of the Just Cross Stitch magazines. It's not available anymore for purchase, but it is free on the Just Cross Stitch website to download. And then you can we can help you out, or your local shop can help you out with fabrics and threads. So both of those I just had in my, I guess you would say, my medium project roll. And then most recently, I sent her fabric for a big one, because of all of the samplers that are being made now that you can stitch. They're just longer, bigger overall. So this one I requested as a 24 wide, and I believe, I can't totally remember, but I think she took 54 inches in length. And so I'm going to stand up for this one just to show you that it will hold a really long piece. And then I'm going to catch this hopefully before I drop it. I want to catch this fabric and just show you it's long. So this one will house a big, big piece, 24 wide, and then just however long you want to go. If you need something wider than that, she can definitely do it. She will make any size you want, and then make you happy and help her out. So I had this piece of fabric in there specifically because I wanted to show it to you. This is 37 count legacy linen. And a lot of people are going to this linen to stitch samplers on. And this one is called Cloudburst. And it's just kind of really a nice little soft bluey, grayy green, and cactus barrel is probably about close to that. And of course, then like I said, your dye lots change. And so I had this fabric in here because we were wanting to, we've gotten requests. Leslie, Fat Cap Flossing, has stitched Land of the Free by Willow Hill Samplings and has showed it on her Flosstube, of course, and we're getting requests wanting to order it and purchase stuff for it. And so I played with it a little bit and had pulled the 37 count Cloudburst to stitch it on. Let me show that for you. Just kind of, it's really the perfect color for this piece as far as just being it's not an over dyed, but it is just really gorgeous. And then I pulled the called for colors. We did not have walnut, so I substituted sable from General Arts. Okay, but then when I pulled all these colors and played, a customer came in the other day, and she's waiting on me to make some changes. She had downloaded, and so she didn't get a color copy. This is the hard copy front. And when you look at this, to me, I see blues and reds, and then they're just, I don't know if there is, I don't know. There just wasn't a red in there. This one here is soot, and it does have like a little, lots of times soot looks more black than blue. And so in playing around with this, I pulled a few colors that will more than likely be incorporated in this because there is a couple of little flags in here. There's one on both sides, of course. And then if you just look at the houses, I just see some blues and reds. And then I pulled these in. I pulled Ruby Slippers for a red. And then this Dialot of Baker's Gray, I think, would be really great for the roof on this red house, possibly. I pulled Carriage Black, possibly for some of the roof lines. I don't want them all to be the same, but still yet I wanted. And then I pulled Blue Corn just for some of the blues, because I just felt like when I look at this piece, it reminds me of just being weathered and being worn. It's this to me. I see a nice coat of paint, but I also see a little bit of fade to it in my mind, and looking at how I would want this piece stitched to reflect this time era to me of what it seems like it's representing. So I pulled in some colors, and we will see what we end up doing with it. Again, this is the 37 count Cloudburst, and with that, you can do 1 or 2 strands. This one will probably do 2 because I want that bold effect, just to see, just for it to really stand out and be memorable. I think is the word I'm looking for, memorable. And so, like I said, we've got some beautiful threads that go with this. Can't you just love threads? I mean, just look at all that richness in there. And then I'm going to talk about, I'm really trying to work it, like I said, always keeping these short and simple. Pardon my glasses. I got these a while back, and I just can't seem to get them to adjust like I want them, but at least I can see. A lot of things have been going on with linen banding. The I-stitch sale that's going on with the linen banding. I'm seeing some beautiful things out there that people are doing over 1, over 2 different bandings. And then one thing that I've caught that I want to educate myself on and educate you on is, just because it says it's 27 count doesn't, from what I'm seeing, doesn't mean it's actually 27 count. And it probably is as far as in the inch, like all fabrics. But if you're trying to adjust and adapt different patterns, and that's what I'm seeing is a lot of people adapting different patterns, and I think it's a great way to just enhance needlework. But what I'm seeing is in that 27 count, how many linen threads are you going to have in the area on linen banding? And so what I mean there is these two, antique white and natural are these two colors, okay? Let me turn this way. All right. And so, yes, they're 27 count, but with this, you've got holes on each side. So you as the stitcher needs to know how many threads are right here in between this. What can I, if I'm going to adapt something to these, what am I going to put in there? How much room do I have? Okay, so I counted this out, and I probably left off 1 to 2 threads on each side. So on these particular two, this is 3.1 wide is what it's saying, but that's overall. So in here, I would say you've got about 60 threads that you could safely use. So if you're stitching over 1, you've got 60. If you're stitching over 2, you're going to have about 30. So just a rule of thumb, just to kind of help you learn a few things about the linen bandings. We've got a lot on order. We've got some others that, I believe my last video I showed you some red and blue edging that is really working up, and people are using and doing over 2 on that. So that was the antique white and the natural. And then these, I got 2 more here. These are 27 count too. All right. And then there is a nice little finished edge on each side. So these you don't have to do any finishing to them. When you go, there is that little edge. I came in and made sure I didn't count that. So you're going to be safe with approximately having 90 threads across here to work with. Over 1, over 2, approximately 45 wide. And one thing that I would recommend on this is I would definitely fold it in half and find that center thread and run a running stitch down through there, and work that way for your stitching, and just double check yourself and make sure that what you choose is going to fit in there. Another 27 count, same thing with this little edging on each side here. You're going to have about 100 in here. Over 1, you've got room for about 100. Over 2, about 50 stitches. So there's some awesome things out there that I'm sure that would work in there and that you would enjoy putting on that. You can turn those. A lot of people are putting them on spools, antique spools, and believe it or not, I've got quite a few of those. That's one thing I've collected through the years. So there's different widths of these bandings. There's different counts because you need to allow how many threads do you have in the actual stitch area, not counting the decorative edges. So that's something to take into consideration. I will be pulling and looking for some things that I feel like would work in there to make some sweet little finishes and share with you in a future video. We are busy. Market is coming up. I think we're probably about 4 weeks, maybe 4 weeks from leaving for market. And so there's new things coming. There is the new cookbook that Needlework Retailer has done this year. We're in there, a lot of the shops. That little cookbook is really awesome. Last year we had them and they were just great. There's free designs in there, little small designs, and lots of recipes. So the book is really going to be worth it. We're taking orders for those. So that's something that you might want to think about. It'd be a great little gift for the newlyweds. Just a gift itself. There's other things that are starting to trickle in, and so I know it's just a matter of just probably a few more days, and it's just going to start rolling and continuing in. So there'll be lots of new stuff. We're looking forward to it, as always. It's a shop till you drop, and that's exactly what we do. We try to take in everything we can. We are filling up on our first retreat. We do have some openings. If you're interested, let us know. We'll be glad to help you. Second is full. There's just lots of happenings, and we're really moving forward. If you have not had a chance, do you watch Fiber Talk? Do you listen to Gary and Vanna? We are sponsoring the starter series that Gary and Vanna have started up, and the first one aired Saturday, February 1st, about ground cloth, and I thought it was really great. I'm going to go back and listen to it again because not only did it cover cloth for the cross stitcher, but it also gave some information on the cloth that needle pointers use. And we are trying to help out needle pointers in our local area, and of course just around the world. Whatever we can do to help the needlework industry is what we're here for. I want to just say thank you again to Vanna. Thank you to Susie. Carolina Stitcher, thank you for doing such a wonderful project role for me and getting it back to me so quickly. And just everybody enjoy your stitches. Put that needle and thread in your hand and just enjoy it. Don't, that's your stress relief. That's my stress relief. If I can get needle and thread in my hand, if I have concerns or worries, my needle and thread take it away. And I'm signing off, everybody. Have a great, great February. It's a wonderful year. It's Heart Month. Take care of your heart spiritually, naturally, and take care of the heart of loved ones that are in your heart. Bye, guys. Bye, ladies. Bye, Stitchers. Have a great, great life.